Is Mike Sullivan. I'm a former IRS agent and teaching instructor with the IRS. I worked at IRS over a decade. I've been in private practice for 4 decades. If you add those together, that makes me old. Welcome to my YouTube channel. They're short, they're sweet, they're to the point. I try to make every video under 5 minutes just to give you the gist of what you need to know. You can always call me, I'll give you more information. I've worked about 10,000 cases. I'm a national expert in the offer and compromise and IRS resolution. I taught the offer program at IRS. I used to accept them and deny them, and I don't know how many cases I've worked. I've worked a lot. So the only promotion I do is if you need me for a free consultation, or if you need me to represent you, you call me. I try to make these YouTubes, especially to the YouTube audience, which mostly are do-it-yourselfers, to give you education and information on what to do. A lot of offers are rejected. About maybe 80% of offers are rejected, and most of them shouldn't be filed. The problem is people try to do this on their own. The offer is a complicated beast. It really is. It's not what people think. They give you this paperwork and you send it in. It's not good. You don't document it. It turns out to be a real shit show. These offers and compromise, the stuff I used to get at too. You know, before I take a case, I don't take a case unless I like the case. I look at the offers that went in, and they are really butt miserable. If you got a small case, you can try it yourself. If you got a large case, you have no business filing an offer. You really have to hire a professional company, because they're not easy. IRS spends a lot of time doing their due diligence on that financial statement, and they want a lot of documentation, and as a result, a lot of the people don't understand the national standards program, which is number one when you file an offer, and number two, they're not sure of the liquidity portion. Those are the two things IRS is looking at: liquidity and the national standards program. The national standards program is your income, versus your living expenses. So if you're not sure what that is, don't work your case. Let somebody give you a free consultation after they review your financial statement and let you know if you're a qualified company, a qualified candidate. If you call a lot of these national firms, a good portion you're going to get ripped off, and they're going to charge you a lot of money. The person who's answering the phone has never worked an offer in their life. They collect the money and they pass it back through the system. But today I want to talk to you about what happens if your offer is rejected. Really, what are the next steps? So like I said, 80% of the offers are rejected. You're watching this video because you need to know what to do. You can file another offer and compromise. You could file 365 of them in a year if you want to. But here's what you have to do. You have to look at, why did IRS reject the offer, fix the problem, and send it back in 6 or 9 months. You can't fix it right away because you can't make the adjustments that soon. You got to let the ink dry, and at the end of the day, go ahead and even file it the next year. Remember, you extended the statute for a year. Make sure your tax returns are filed. Make sure you're current during this holding or waiting period. Look at the offer closely and say, IRS rejected it because of this, this, and this. Let me fix that. You fix everything that they said on there because they've already answered you why they didn't want it. So they've opened a path for you to go ahead and file your new offer and compromise. But remember, if this is a big case, don't do it yourself. A lot of you don't qualify for an offer and compromise, and you're trying to get Cinderella's foot to fit in this glass slipper. That's why you better have somebody look at it, because if you want a fighting chance, you got to be able and get past the first level of IRS to make sure you're a qualified candidate. If you would, there's a bell there, a notification, or a subscription button. I try to give you value stuff there. Apparently YouTube loves people who subscribe to me because it shows I have value. If you would do that, I would appreciate it. You don't, you can give me a like or a comment. If you have questions, I'm available for a free initial look at your offer, or I can I'm available to represent you. I only take cases, by the way, I know you got a fighting chance. So anyway, thank you for listening to my YouTube. Happy hunting. Bye-bye.